Hi, my name is Tara, and I've been a domestic violence prosecutor for close to 20 years. One of the bigger frustrations victims of abuse face is that sometimes cases don't get charged or they get dismissed. You were there, you know exactly what happened. Why isn't the prosecutor going forward? There are a lot of factors that go into my decision to pursue a case involving domestic violence. The biggest question I have to ask myself is not, do I believe what was reported to police, but is this a case that I can prove beyond a reasonable doubt? That's a really high standard, the highest standard of proof that there is in the law, and the standard that a jury would have to apply if the case were to go to trial. I have to think through what evidence there is to prove a case. Now, there are a lot of different forms of evidence, everything from statements a victim gave to witness accounts, photographs, recordings of 911 calls, medical records. These are just a few. I have to look also at any information I may have as to the history of violence between the abuser and the victim, or the abuser and other victims, his or her criminal background, and any other background information that helps put this incident into context. None of these things on their own are enough to prove a criminal case, but all are things that a prosecutor may use in making her decision. The phrase that you sometimes hear, the victim decided to press charges or she decided to not press charges, is really inaccurate. It is, in fact, the prosecutor, as a representative of the people of the community, who brings a case forward and who is ultimately responsible for proving the case. So it's really important to know that if a prosecutor doesn't go forward with a charge in a particular case, it's not because he or she doesn't believe you. It's more likely that she doesn't believe that there's enough evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt.